Excellent. Glad you've made it. Glad to have you along. And don't forget to stick around because at the end we're going to be answering some comments. Some people can be really nasty. You kiss your mama with that mouth? It doesn't matter though. But what I want to discuss with you is again the Philippines. For some of you, it is the greatest place on earth. And the experience that some others have had, it's completely negative. Now, why the dichotomy? I know, big words. But there's so many videos online about the Philippines, about how great it is, how beautiful it is, these fabulous tourist destinations, and for sure, it is full of them. And if those are the only videos that you're watching as far as the Philippines go, you're thinking paradise. But there's also another side to the Philippines. It's a very poor, developing country. And if you're from the West or some places in Europe, Australia, areas like that, it may be quite a shock to you. It all depends on the kind of person that you are. I see videos of people loving the Philippines. I see videos of people complaining and hating the Philippines. I personally am not in that latter group. I love it. I think because I have realistic expectations. Sure, I watch the videos of Bicol and Makati and Palawan and all of those, and my gosh, it's beautiful. But again, poverty is rampant, and it's a developing nation. So if you think you're going to move over there and live the high life with all the amenities that you're used to all of the time, not going to happen. You need to adjust your way of thinking. Again, I'll say it, and I've said it before, you're a guest over there. Nobody said, hey, come over here to the Philippines, we insist. It's a decision that you've made. And if you've looked thoroughly into that decision, then you know what the expectations are. Yes, the cost of living is very, very inexpensive. Sure, it's getting a little bit higher, but where in the world is it not? If you're a single guy and you're just a regular Joe, not turning heads, 9 times out of 10, that's not going to be the case in the Philippines. But a lot of time, if you have a bad experience over there, I personally believe it's your own mindset. Everybody knows people in the U.S. go, oh, I hate this town. Well, why don't you move? Well, they're going to move, and they're still going to have those same issues. You're going to bring those problems with you. I've always been of the thought process is no matter where you are, it's what you make it. I believe it was last week I was watching a video about this guy talking about the Philippines and everything, and he had nothing but negative things to say about the food. He was like, look at this stuff they're bringing me. I wouldn't feed this shiitake mushroom to my dog. Yet, of course, he sat there and ate the whole damn plate. But he had nothing but negative things to say. My idea is, hey, get a plane ticket, get the hell on out of there then. If it's so bad there, it's probably the type of person that you are, and you attract negativity. Look, I like a juicy ribeye steak just like the next guy. Am I going to get one on Samar or in Leyte? No. I would say that maybe in the BGC or Makati I might be able to get something like that. But I wouldn't know because I haven't gone there and I don't have a desire to. It's not a necessity for me. So one thing is don't expect to watch all these videos about these beautiful beaches and everything like that because those people are blogging about tourism. Those are the types of places they want to go. You can't just say, oh my gosh, the whole country is beautiful. This is our expectations. And then move into Manila and complain about the traffic. And also, before I go any further, I want to thank everybody that has subscribed to the channel. I'm not going to say, hey, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. It'd be nice if you would, but the reason I bring it up is because a lot of the comments that I've gotten, I have to tell you, the majority of them have been great. And I really, really appreciate the feedback. And thank you very much. But of course, again, they're not always great. And it doesn't bother me because I got a positive outlook on life. I know who I am. I know what I enjoy. I know what I can deal with, what I can't deal with. One of the comments was, too many foreigners romanticize the province life. And this guy tells me that he's an American living in the province for almost 2 years. And then he does nothing but complain. It's hot or rainy or both. There are bugs trying to eat you 24/7. The food is terrible. Greasy meat, rice 80% of the time. I dream of salads. Well, dude, get out of the province. You've been there for 2 years. I would think by now that you would realize that that's not your type of lifestyle. But then he also goes on and complains about the old jeepney or trike that'll break your back. Yeah, it will. Sorry you're not cruising a Lexus through the islands. If you want a Lexus, you know where to go, it's cool. And then he also goes on to mention, everyone is trying to get money out of you or scam you. Then he closes with, of course, good luck. But see, this has not been my experience. Sure, it's hot. Yeah, you're in the tropics. It's gonna be hot. You can either deal with the heat or you can't. Some people like cold weather. Some people like hot weather. I personally have never experienced greasy meat and terrible food. All the food that I've eaten in the province has been terrific. I guess because maybe my wife is a better cook than the person that is preparing your meals. And here's the deal. Other people may love her cooking. You just personally don't. You think it's greasy and disgusting. Just like that other guy that complained about the chicken. Yet he ate every bite, but said he wouldn't feed it to his dog. And not once has anyone tried to get money out of me or scam me. Yes, again, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. It probably does. In fact, I would say I'm sure it does. Everywhere in the world. But where I am in the province, it's nothing but family, surrounded by family. Aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, fathers, mothers, nieces, nephews. Yes, I've given money away, but I don't just give money away. If the kids go bring water for my wife, I pay them. They're working as far as I'm concerned. They deserve a little money. I ask them to pick up trash around the barangay. They do it. I pay them. They're working. They deserve a little money, but not one has ever asked me for money. Another comment was, why doesn't your wife live in the USA with you? She doesn't have a desire to live in the United States. All I hear a lot of time online with videos is how these women want to scam you and get them to the United States so they can divorce you and take all of that. Well, that's not the case here. And this is probably one of my favorite comments. This guy is a fake. This is coming from a foreigner who lived in the Philippines for more than 40 years in the province. He's not been in the Philippines long enough to really know the Philippines. Couple of years, question mark? He practically knows nothing. My response to this is, okay, thanks, man. Have a great day. My experience will never be your experience and vice versa. But I wish you the best. I'm happy. I love the simplicity. I have a beautiful wife, a beautiful family, a beautiful new extended family. And realistically, you know, everywhere you go, not everybody is going to like you. If somebody doesn't like you, no big deal. I've always looked at it as their loss. I've got a good heart, I think about others, and I want everybody to do well, including you, after your comment. I just want to say again, thank you, everybody, for your support. You've been so very, very nice. I appreciate everything. If you want to get a hold of me, please feel free. I will always try to answer every question, every comment that you have. And one last thing, because we all understand the state of the world, one of the comments was, another more ominous question. Have you given any thought to what will happen in the Philippines if and when China invades Taiwan? Do you have a contingency plan for you and your family? Well, I don't think you have to live in the Philippines to worry about a contingency plan if China invades Taiwan. The same question could be asked if you're living in the USA. What's your contingency plan if China invades Taiwan? Because you know the US is going to get involved in that, which has repercussions. I have hopes and dreams just like everybody else, but I cannot dwell and live my life on what might happen. I'm not saying that it's completely out of my mind, because the one thing the world needs is peace, for everybody to get along. And the guy that left the question, leave moron, just leave, because I titled, I'm leaving the Philippines. I'm sure if we met in a bar somewhere and he didn't know that I was the guy he left that comment for, we'd get along brilliantly. I have no hate or judgment. Certainly will not be pointing people out and talking smack about them. It doesn't get you anywhere in life. I'm enjoying my life. I love my wife, my children, and life is good. Yeah, life is good. Life is what you make it. And if you want to spend all your time hating on others or causing drama or anything like that, there's a lot of us out there that don't have time for it and don't really care. But wish you the best. And again, I appreciate your support. And if you'd like to check out one of these other videos, I would appreciate that as well. You do you, I'll do me, but just keep spreading the love.